Fandango released their top 10. Actually, let's do that. Their top 10 most anticipated movies according to a survey with 8,000 people. Let's go through this dang list right here and see if we agree that these movies should be on there. So for one, they have a Quiet Place Day 1. I am actually looking forward to this one. I think A Quiet Place Day 1 is looking sweet. Here, this is basically going to be the first day that the attack happened. We have it starring Lupita Nyong'o and Joseph Quinn from Stranger Things fame. And it's also taking place, I think, in New York. So it's going to be like a big city. That's going to be exciting, dude. I can understand why this movie's anticipated, okay? We've already seen the Quiet Place monsters and what they're like in a small town. We've been following one specific family, and they're great, and we might still get a Quiet Place 3 following that family one day. But this prequel idea where we go to a big city where it's very noisy, very panicky, and it's like the first time you're seeing these monsters come out, yeah, I agree. This definitely deserves to be on the list. Gladiator 2. All right, this is maybe where we start disagreeing with each other, okay? Who was on this survey, man? A bunch of dads? A bunch of pops? A bunch of men? People really looking forward that much to Gladiator 2? I haven't seen the movie since I was a kid, because this is definitely like a movie you watch with your dad one day when he rents it for Blockbuster. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm not at all, okay? I'm not nagging on you or nothing like that. I'm just saying Gladiator 2 out of all the movies coming out next year. See someone saying hell yes in there. Okay. All right. Maybe it's just me. I need to rewatch this one. I remember it great. It's interesting to me that like this is highly anticipated. Gladiator 2. Is there more to it? The story that's going to be more exciting or whatnot. This is also the one who says, "Are you not entertained?" Is that this movie or is that a different thing? 3C is a grandpa. Okay, no, because if I was a grandpa, this would be my jam. That's where I would be jumping up and down. But I just feel kind of It wouldn't be on my top 10 list. But if it's on yours, all right, man, that's awesome. Gladiator 2. That's a movie people looking forward to. Now this, I had no idea this movie's coming out next year, and I feel like there is no hype for it, and no one cares. This is another thing where I'm like, did they just survey a bunch of dads? They just got off their shift and were like, oh, I'll answer your questions. There's a Lord of the Rings movie. Is this the animated or is this live action? I know nothing about this movie, and it's my job to know about. Oh, it's an anime movie. An anime movie. Like anime, where it's going to look Japanesey? Or is it in that same art style, or animated as in like what we do with our American movies where they don't look that much? I have no idea about this. And do people even care? Because like Lord of the Rings didn't do that great on Amazon, and Amazon spent buckets on that show, man. Amazon went crazy, and it felt like I barely saw anyone ever talk about it. I'm glad that the Lord of the Rings community is still hyped, though. I wonder how many people who voted on this to be part of the list knew it was animated, because then that would probably knock it down a little bit. Not saying anything's wrong with animation, but I've seen that so many times with people. Like when they announced the new reboot of TMNT Mutant Mayhem, and then I said it was animated, I remember the comments of people going, "Oh, animated." And now what? You love that movie. That movie's great, right? So I wonder. All right, Inside Out 2, number 7 on the list. Yeah, I get it. That makes sense. Inside Out 2 was like the biggest, it broke the record for trailer views for a Pixar movie. And it feels like Disney finally recuperated themselves from the damage that was done to the Pixar brand. Because don't forget, the past couple of years, Disney was just ruining the Pixar brand because every Pixar movie was straight to Disney Plus. And it trained the audience who were very vigilant and trying to get their iPad kids to watch something. They're like, oh, Pixar movie? Disney Plus? Awesome. That whenever they finally put Pixar movies back in theaters, they weren't doing that great. Luckily, Elemental finally caught a win and made some money. And now with the hype surrounding this movie, I want to see it. It's like such an easy win for the sequel. Riley's hitting puberty. Puberty is obviously a very sensitive but relatable topic. New emotions and all that. Yeah, I can see why people are hyped for this. I hope they pull it off. Now this one, Despicable Me 4. This might just be one of those times where I'm out of touch. I guess since Despicable Me was like out of my kid phase and these are no longer the kid movies for me, I like the Minions as a meme, but as actual movies and stuff, I'm always like, the last Minion movie was kind of fun with Little Gru. I actually kind of liked it, but the first Minion movie I found kind of eh. What are they gonna do with Despicable Me 4? Okay, what else can you do here? I can't do that voice. See, someone just said Zootopia 2. I would honestly put Zootopia 2 over Despicable Me 4. That's just me. Bring back El Macho. Vector is coming back. I don't know if Vector is coming back. He's coming back for like a short animated movie that they're doing, like a 2-3 minute long thing. It's gonna be a short in front of Migration. That's what it is. It's gonna be like a short little thing, like Pixar does their shorts. Migration's gonna have a little Vector short where he's on the moon doing nonsense. I would put Zootopia 2 over this movie. I think Zootopia 2 is coming out next year too. So that, again, that's just my opinion, but the Minions, dude, they are strong. They hit 1 billion almost every time, so we'll see what happens there. Let's see next. Venom 3. Oh boy. They got Venom on this dang list. What? Look, I get it. Venom is cool. Venom is badass, right? We all that. But I'm at a point now. I just want to see Venom fight Spider-Man, yo. I just want to see Venom and Spider-Man in a movie done in a more proper way. Because nothing against Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3. I enjoy that movie a lot more than I did back then. But these last 2 Venom movies, it's not for me, man. I'm not a huge fan of the first one. The second one I tolerate and kind of enjoy just because I finally get to see Carnage. But it was PG-13. And now Sony wants to do rated R. After they gave us Carnage, the new Kraven the Hunter movie's rated R. Why couldn't you do that for Let There Be Carnage? It's because they were hoping this Venom could fight Tom Holland, and Kevin Feige took that away. He said, this is your post-credit scene? I'm deleting your post-credit scenes. So I got to also wait for the plot, because the rumored plot they have for Venom 3, I think sounds terrible. If you haven't heard, the rumored plot, so take it with a grain of salt, is that Tom Hardy finds out about his Spider-Man in his universe, goes to find him, turns out to be a 10-year-old Peter Parker, and Eddie Brock becomes the mentor of this 10-year-old Peter Parker. Why are you cooking like this? Who gave you this recipe? That's all I'm saying right now. All right, let's move on now to the next movie. Number 2, Dune 2. That's understandable. And this is going to be the awesome Dune movie, not to say the first one wasn't bad. I quite enjoyed it, but that was all the setup, that was all the things of building the characters, setting up the world, giving you an idea. This is the movie where Austin Butler gets to go bald and start trying to fight against Willy Wonka, Timothée Chalamet, right? So yeah, this one's going to be action-packed. It's going to be grand, filled with Zendaya as well in there, Florence Pugh, a lot of great stuff. So yeah, I get it. A lot of build-up to this movie. I want to see it too. I get it. Ghostbusters 4. Ooh, I'm happy to see that on the list. I was starting to think the Ghostbusters hype was dead. I'm not even kidding. I make Ghostbuster updates sometimes, and I feel like no one clicks on them. Maybe they're dead on the internet, but I'm glad to see that when you survey people, they're like still hyped for a Ghostbuster movie. I'm curious about, Frozen Empire. I really want to see it. I like the new villain that they got going on here, that we're back in New York. It's a classic Ghostbuster movie. Paul Rudd is awesome. Patton Oswalt looked cool in there. The kids are looking much older. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be hard to kind of mess this up. What I'm kind of the most scared of with this movie is that it's just going to be bland. That it's just going to be, It's just generic. It's just, yeah, they got ghosts and they got visual effects, but that would I'd rather it just be bad at that point. Does that make sense? When something's bad, at least you can be angry and feel some sort of passion about it. When something is just mid or I just don't even know how to talk about it. That's my opinion on that. So hopefully that's good. I like the new jumpsuits too. All right. What's the number 2? Beetlejuice 2. I'm gonna be an outlier. I am surprised at the Beetlejuice 2 hype, man. I need to see the original Beetlejuice again, because again, that was a movie I saw as a kid. I thought it was okay. I didn't see anything special about it. But when Beetlejuice 2 got announced and Jenna Ortega's in it, which, by the way, can we talk about how wild this thumbnail is? What are you doing? What is this account doing here? This account always makes fake trailers and puts together footage from movies. None of the footage is real. And look at this. They did it again. They did it with Mara. Look at this. The chat's covering it. But over here, They got freaking Mara half tittied up there. They did it with, look, they got Timothy Chalamet with Florence Pugh. One day I just need to go through this freaking channel because all they do is clickbait you with semi-sexy images of the, look at this FNAF 2 trailer they got. Dude, oh, what? Again? Jenna Ortega? These guys have no shame. They have no shame. What the heck, man? I hate this. But yeah, Beetlejuice 2. If you're excited, I'm hyped for that film. Okay, that's awesome. That's good. And number 1, Deadpool 3. Come on. This is going to be the best superhero movie of next year. I think it's like the only MCU one coming out next year. There's no big DC movie coming out next year. This is the superhero movie of next year. Yeah, you got Kraven. Yeah, you got Venom 3. Madam Web, I think, somewhere in there. Deadpool 3 is going to take it by a landslide. I am hoping this movie knocks it out of the park, okay? It is being built up all great. I am loving the suit with Hugh Jackman and Deadpool. It's set to be cameo filled. There was a fake Cyclops leak going around that got me hyped, but it is fake. Okay, so this photo right here. I'm like, doesn't that look so convincing? Doesn't that look like it's real? I saw that and I jumped up and down because I was like, yes, I need that to be part of the movie. That's going to be so awesome. It was fake. It's such a, I don't even know how they fake this. It looks so nice. So here's how we know it's fake. You can see the video that I just showed you. There's a behind the scenes video someone took from afar. The 2 people here are the 2 people from the fake. So they just photoshopped in a James Marsden or a Cyclops looking like that. But that is some attention to detail. That is a good fake right there. But alas, it's not real. I went crazy over it. It looks good though. If that's what the suit looks like, I'd be very happy. And you know, if he shows up in the movie, which is the rumor, he's gonna look something like this. I mean, looking at the Wolverine suit, all the other X-Men have to have classic, awesome looking suits like this. But yeah, man, that was awesome. So that's the most wanted movies right now, man.